It might be time for you to hit the reset mode, dog. Might be about that time. If you're feeling a little tired lately, feeling like you're doing a bit much, feeling like all the actions you're committing to are just not committable. I know it's not a word, but it might be time to rest your soul just a little bit. Hi, y'all. Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesdays, by the way. Here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. If you like this video by any chance, make sure you also subscribe and stay up to date with all of my future Teachable Tuesdays content. Now, I know at the recording of this video, it is towards the end of the year, and I know what happens around the holidays as we approach the new year. Cats get tired. Matter of fact, not just that cats get tired. Cats is tired. And not just tired, the Ebonic way. And what do you do in those moments when you feel like you've done all that you can? Well, as the gospel song says, you just stand. And to stand means to just rest. Give it to God. Simply allow yourself to just be. I think sometimes we try to make something that at the time being will be nothing. And I know it's not something we typically like to talk about. I know it's not something we typically like to be in terms of that type of situation. But sometimes you can do more harm than good if you continue to push through when your mental and your physical will no longer allow you to do so. More so your mental than your physical. Because when your physical is tired, you know, you can give yourself a couple moments and then get back to it. But when your mental and even your spiritual especially, when they tired, that's when you really got to get some clarity and some rest. And when I say rest, rest doesn't mean sleep. That's good for the physical. That's not necessarily always good for the emotional and the mental and the spiritual. I'm not saying it doesn't help, but sometimes you need a reset, not a rest, a reset when it comes to that. And that could simply be either A, you start over, or B, you just come back to the game later. It's like playing a video game, right? You know how you used to be a little kid, you would play video games, you would get so mad that you would rage quit, or you would just about rage quit. So what you end up doing is just shutting the game off and just coming back to it after you cool down. Sometimes that's what you got to do in life. You got to shut it all down and just be ready to come back at the appropriate time. And I know some of y'all might be like, well, Marcus, I like to go ahead and push through adversities. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't push through adversity. I'm not saying that you should not take on trials and tribulations. I'm not saying that you should not put your best foot forward even when times get hard. What I'm saying is sometimes those times can be so rough that the only way you're going to be capable of handling that type of situation is if you take time to come back later. One thing about problems and challenges, they always going to be there. People say you can either face them now or you can face them later. Sometimes you might not be in a good position to face them right now. You might need to come back later on to deal with that said problem. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's tough. It's rough. And if you're somebody like me, you're the type of person where I want to handle it here and now so I ain't got to worry about it later. But that's no good if you're not even at full capacity of strength, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, to even be equipped to handle that. So know when to rest and know when to reset and move with the appropriate action set forth. So that way, when you stand up, the problem's still going to be there. The challenge still going to be there, but you'll be better equipped to handle it because you would have had those moments to regroup. All right? Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesdays here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Love you guys. Hope you have a great day, and see you soon.